You've reached a point in your unit where you're now ready to create a unit test. This unit test should measure the level of mastery from each of these standards that you've associated with your unit. To add a unit test, you find your new unit where you've been adding items and click the Add button. Now click Assessment. I'm going to make my title Unit Test. You can make your title anything that's appropriate for your class. This first rectangle of white is the first screen that students will see when they click on your test. I usually like to include short directions here to help my students prepare. Now, you'll want to tab over to the Question tab at the top. Here you can write your questions to determine your student's level of mastery. You'll notice that our two standards for my unit are listed here, and under each standard is a place to add a question. For complete units, you need to have a unit assessment that has at least one question per standard to determine the student's level of mastery for that standard. You'll notice that there's an Add button in each of these places for you to add at least one question associated with each standard. You'll notice that the space right here is highlighted, and that standard is right here, again, written out for me so I can write my question. Now, as a teacher, you have several different options for question choices. If you click on multiple choice, you'll see all of your options. I'm going to stick with multiple choice for now, so I can close it. So, you simply click right there to start typing your question. Then you click Return to type out your multiple choice options. When you've finished typing out your options, simply choose the correct answer by filling in the bubble next to it. Notice I did not need to number my multiple choice options here or letter them. Buzz will do that for me in the publishing process. If you'd like to add another question associated with this first standard, simply click Add. Or you can move down to the second standard here and add another question there. And you're free to choose any of these types of questions that you would like. Okay, when you're done adding your questions, you can click Done. Now, I want to show you a few more settings on the unit test, so I'm going to go back into my unit test. To do this, I just simply double click on it. Okay, I want you to focus over here on the right in our gradebook settings and our assessment settings. The most important categorization you can make is under metadata. Click Metadata. Here, under Special Item Type, you'll want to make sure that you've chosen a unit test. Okay? Now, there are a bunch of other gradebook settings here and assessment settings that you can explore further in the next video. You're ready to create your unit tests, so get started.